Hi, thanks for listening. This is the first video of a series dedicated to raising awareness of neurodiversity in IT. I myself has been passionate about this topic for a really long time, but a study last year revealed that over 53% of people identify or are diagnosed as neurodivergent and work in IT. That is a huge increase of the general population rates of 15 to 20%, which to me indicates that a lot of people with neurodivergence are choosing to work in IT. As a person that has been in IT for over 12 years, I think it's our responsibility to understand the differences between neurodivergent traits and the differences between the way our brains work, and to raise awareness about this topic so that we can be inclusive as a community and inclusive as a workplace. Now, I want to first start by talking about this term neurodiverse. It was actually coined by a lady called Judy Singer, who herself identified as being autistic and had a daughter also on the spectrum. Now, Judy purposefully coined this term because back then it was been very outdated way of talking about neurodivergent people and traits. A lot of people discuss it with view of it being a disorder or a deficit or a deficiency. Now, the fact of the matter is that neurodivergent people, their brains do sometimes work differently, and the brain chemistry may also be different, but that does not mean that it's a deficit. There can be many strengths that come from having neurodiverse traits. And actually, the term neurodiversity is not intended to divide a collection of people as a label. Neurodiversity indicates a continuum of human thinking. It's about biodiversity in the way that people see the world, the way that people experience the world, and the way that people's brains work. So in this continuum is not just people who have been diagnosed or identify as neurodiverse, it includes everybody and the way that everybody's minds work differently. Now, in an IT project situation, you would bring your team together and you would assess the strengths of different players in that team. You would think, oh, that person is really organised, so they would be great for project management aspects. That person is really detail oriented, so actually the audit section of this project will be perfect for them. And just as we would assess any person in any situation and figure out how we can align the project or the scenario to their strengths, it's the same with neurodiverse individuals. If we can understand how their brains work, we can really enable them to thrive, and we can create the conditions for success that allow them to be a positive contributor to the team. And actually, it's also been shown that when you combine together in a team structure neurotypical, that is to say, typical ways of thinking, with neurodivergent people, productivity levels increase by 30%. So having a broad mix of diverse thinking will actually benefit IT projects and the workplace. And this is why it's so important, because we need an environment where everybody feels comfortable to succeed, comfortable to come to work and to show up in a way that is organic to them, not feel that they have to mask or change their traits, but actually they are going to be accepted and that they can thrive alongside everybody else in the workplace. Now, I believe that if we set the right conditions for success, become aware, then we can enable our teams to become supercharged and gain that 30% productivity. But it all starts with all of us understanding the difference between neurodivergent conditions, understanding what that means in terms of their strengths and where they can apply themselves, and also what that means in terms of accommodations that are going to help them succeed. Small tweaks in how we think about the normal working day or the tools that we give to these people so that they are comfortable to thrive and succeed. And that is why this series, I believe, is extremely important. I will be releasing a short video every week for the foreseeable. Each video is intended to teach and guide on something, a new topic area within the neurodiversity space. And hopefully it encourages you all out there to gain a deeper understanding, lead by acceptance and inclusion, and really bring together the members of your team to have a happy work life and to achieve their full potential, no matter what it is that they are tasked to do. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.